Yeah, they never gave up. You know, we knew that this would be a rough week for us. We were preparing for that the entire week. It was a bye weekend, but I mean, our girls have just been playing so hard these past 9 or 10 games. So, as far as resiliency, that's one thing that I can say without a doubt with this team. You know, they are working hard every single day. They are battling. They're battling through tears. Sometimes we sub them out and they're on the sidelines crying it out just because they are hurting or they're not feeling well or whatever, and they still come out and fight every single day. So, I mean, I couldn't ask for a more resilient team.
Speaking of those runs, especially the one that closed the first half, you guys were on such a roll, and then it got really turned around there. What turned it around, do you feel, and enabled them to get back in and take the lead there?
Yeah, I think when we went down at halftime, I just said, I don't know why we're playing against Towson. Like, it's not about Towson. It's not about A&T. It's not about Elon. It's not about anybody that we've played. It's about us and how we do things, how we play basketball. And we just took a second to regroup. I didn't keep them in there for very long, maybe like 5 minutes, and they came back out and they were able to get going and kind of come together, and they regrouped on their own, right? I'm like, this is all us. This is not them taking us out of what we like to do. This is us taking ourselves out of that. And they had that chance. I think when we got into the fourth quarter, we switched it. We were up 2 going into the fourth. And I do think some fatigue really kind of set in. I think that we weren't playing together like we normally did. I think people wanted to win so bad that they wanted to do it on their own. And that happens sometimes. But we'll learn from it. We'll watch it, and we'll use it going into the Elon weekend.
Coach, during this stretch, this last stretch, it's been the secondary scoring has been a positive. Tonight, maybe not so much. Kind of what happened there, and obviously down the stretch it started to take away Riley and Sydney a little bit, and maybe not as many people were able to contribute as in past nights here.
Yeah, for sure. I think Towson did a great job in scouting that. They didn't really take away Riley and Sid in the first, or for the game really. Ryan and Sid got a lot of open shots, probably more open than they've gotten all season, but they really took everybody else away. So they didn't help off of those kids like a lot of teams have done, and it was just very well executed on Towson's part. So we all know that we need everybody else to step up and score, and Towson just kind of they took that away from us. They worked hard. They were aggressive with us. They were athletic. They were denying. Beck didn't really get many good looks today, where she normally does get some drive and kick looks. So, I mean, it was just honestly just a very well executed game by Towson.
Speaking of your team's resiliency, Towson's obviously a team with a lot of size.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys rebounded the ball very, very well against them. So what does that kind of say about your forwards' work today on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively?
Yeah, absolutely. We knew it was going to be a challenge, and we knew that they would come with some bigger lineups too. I think when they went down, they went with a little bit of a bigger and more athletic lineup. And we said that in the timeout, like, you guys are going to have to rebound. If we're going to have any chance in this game, we have to rebound. So I'm super proud of them. Rebounding has obviously been an Achilles heel for us all season, but they battled down there up until the very end. So.
As we kind of come down the stretch here, I think it's, 4 more games in the regular season for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But what does kind of being in this sort of atmosphere against a really good team, high-pressure situations kind of down the stretch, kind of prepare you for March?
Oh, it prepares us so much. We have 4 very, very tough games. I just told our girls the league is in a frenzy. Drexel goes down today. Monmouth goes down today. Like, every single night is going to be a fight to the finish. And that makes it a lot of fun. It could be anybody's night. So, I just want them to work. I want them to work. We have 4 games left. That's it. I want them to give it everything we got leading into the CAA. Every team that we're playing for these last 4 games are going to prepare us for that, right? We don't know what the seeding will be. Everybody's a half game to 1 game away from each other. Like, who knows? But we won't be afraid. We'll see all of these teams again. So I'm super excited for this end of the season.
You've got, 7 days off now, or
Mm-hmm.
not off, but 7 days between games. So how do you plan to handle that in terms of practice, rest, and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be completely off. Sunday we'll get some shots up. We're taking the girls to do some hot yoga just to stretch, kind of relax their bodies a bit. I mean, it's a little difficult. It is. But it'll be different than lifting weights that day. And then Monday we'll have off again, and then we'll have our normal week starting on Tuesday.